Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about variables in Kotlin programming language. So let's start with the project first. First of all, you can just click on new project. Here you can just select the Kotlin and then you can just click on next. Here you can just give the name of your project, that is basic Kotlin demo. Then you can just click on finish. Now here you can just click on this project. Here you can just click on basic Kotlin demo. Here in SRC you can just right click and here you can just click on new Kotlin class file. I want the Kotlin file, so I'm just give the name of Kotlin file is variable demo and here you can just click on file. So my Kotlin file is created, that is the variable demo. Kotlin has powerful type inference. For example, let me give you an example. For example, I want to declare a variable a, then you can just declare a which type of this variable a. So if you want to declare this variable of string, then you can just write colon string and equal to, you can initialize the value. For example, I'm just initializing the value that is Atmiya. Suppose if you want to declare another variable, for example, variable b of different data type, for example, integer, then you can just write variable b colon integer is equal to 10. Now, suppose I want to access this to variable, then you can just write your function, that is function main. Here inside the function main, you can simply print the value of your variable, for example, a, and I want to print the value of that is b. So you can just simply click on run and then you can just click on run. You can simply select your file name and it will be run. Once it is run, your terminal will be open. And here you can get the output that is 10 Atmiya. So this is what, that is, you can say that I just access my variable a and b. No need to write a semicolon in Kotlin programming language. One more thing that I want to discuss over here, that is what we can declare the variable of type val also. This variable that is a, you can say it is a mutable variable. You can change the value of a. For example, once you get the Atmiya, now I am just changing the value, that is a is equal to, for example, university. And now I want to print a variable again. Whenever you run this particular portion, run variable demo.kt, now you will get the output over here. And now Atmiya University is the output. Why it is giving me Atmiya University? Because earlier I assigned the value a is equal to Atmiya, that is Atmiya is printed over here. Then I just change the value of a and again I print the a, so now it becomes the university. So you can say that this, whenever you declare the variable with the var, it is a mutable variable. It means you can change the value of that particular variable. But suppose if you think that, sir, I want to make a immutable variable, whenever you want to declare an immutable variable, you can just simply write val c colon integer is equal to, for example, 20. Now I want to access this particular variable over here, so I'm just writing print and that is b plus c. Now I don't want to print this, I just want the addition of these two numbers. So you can simply run this and you will get the addition of this two value, that is 10 plus 20 is equal to 30, and that is what available over here. But you cannot change the value of variable c. You can change the value of the variable b. For example, if you are writing here and that is a c equal to, for example, 25. If you are doing like this, then you will get an error. And the error is what? Error says that change to var. It means if you want to change the value of this variable c, why I cannot change the value of this c? Because c is declared as val, and val means it is an immutable variable. You cannot change the value of c variable. But if you want to change this value, then you need to declare it as a var. So whenever you declare var, you can change the value. But if you are declaring val, you cannot change the value of c, but you can change the value of b. For example, I'm just changing the value of b and b is equal to 25. Then the addition will be now 25 plus 20, it will be 45. And as a result, I am getting here 45. So you can say that this variable b is a mutable variable. So you can say it is a mutable variable, and you can say this is immutable variable with the initialization. Suppose if you are not specifying any type, for example, I am just declaring another variable and the variable is d, and I am simply assigning the value that is 30. Now I am not assigning any type over here to this variable d. So if you are not specifying a type, then automatically the compiler will infer to the type that is based on your data, and my data is integer, then this d will be cast to integer. And as a result, whenever you do this, for example, if you are writing b plus c plus d, now you will get the addition of this three number. So let me run this variable demo.kotlin file. Now it will do the addition, and that is what? That is 25 plus 30. And as a result, I will get the 75. Why? Because b is equal to 25 plus 30, it will be 55, plus c 20, so it will be 75. So you will get the result that is a 75 over here. So it is just simply doing the addition of b, c and d. So if you are not specifying a type, then by default the type will be assigned by the compiler based on the initialization. And one more thing you need to not, and that is what? Whenever you declare any variable, for example e, and if you are declaring a type but you are not initializing the value, if you are not initializing the property, then you will get an error. Whenever you run this, you will get an error, and that is what? That is property is not initialized. You have to initialize the property. It means whenever you press alt or enter over here, it will simply give you a suggestion that add initializer. For example, if you are adding the initializer that is equal to 0, then it will simply, now this program will be able to execute and you will get the output, and that is 75. But suppose if I am simply removing this b equal to 25, then I will get the output that is 60. So let me run this, and now I will get the output that is 60. So this is the way you can declare the variable in Kotlin. That's it from my side. In the next video, we will learn about the function in Kotlin. So if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.